What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Look Ahead Show here on Tony's Picks. Welcome here with Alessandro. Going to give you guys a look ahead here for tomorrow. Get ahead of the action, all of the early line moves, any injuries. We will break all of that down here today. We will break down Tuesday slate here. And without further ado, let's get into it. Before we do, actually, how about you guys hit the like and subscribe button? We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Every like, every subscribe helps us get there. We appreciate everyone there for their support watching the channel. And, of course, also leave a comment and show us some love and let me know what you guys think. Let's go on here to the first NBA game. We're going to go here to the Heat and Magic. Get this action started. 1 second. It's been a rough weekend, guys. It's been awful. That's the only way I can really put it. Some of the free picks have been nice. I don't know. Let me know if you guys, have had a good day, bad day. But here with this Heat Magic game, pick 'em price just about now. -1 I'm seeing for the Heat. Let me go to the injury report 1 second here on this. Injury report. All right, so it's looking like about 5 guys now. Drew Smith, Pele Larson, Tyler Hero, Davion Mitchell, all questionable game time decisions. And then both the Wagners out and Castleton out for the Magic, so a little healthier squad. Just tough game for me to want to choose here. I know the Magic are on what would be a third. They're trying to get a double revenge. They've lost twice already here to the Heat. Third time's the charm pretty much here. I do think we see a lot of action in this one. The Heat want to get up and down and run, shoot the three. Will Magic keep up? Magic have been, playing pretty solid. Got out the gate rough. Now all of a sudden, 7-3 last 10. Look at this here. Bam Adebayo double-double at almost plus 105 seems a little nice, especially without the Wagner brothers in there. That's a couple less pieces on the Magic front court. Magic are deep still, plenty of length, but I still like the double-double plus 105. And then Desmond Bane, 25-plus points. One of the better perimeter players on this Magic squad. A little bit more solid than a Jalen Suggs, who was on the injury report, now was on it, now off it. Who knows by game time? I think he should play, though. But, yeah, I still like a Desmond Bane there in that game prop-wise. And I have a pick on the site. Again, it's been really cold. There's no sugarcoating it. Check the link in the description, Tony'sPicks.com. You can check out all the content we have on Tony's Picks, including my most recent bets and my best upcoming bets as well. So I do have a play in this game here tomorrow. Should be a fun one to watch. Go scoop that up on the site. Again, link in the description. All right, on to the next game. We got Knicks and the Raptors here. Raptors 4.5-point favorites. It's 4.5-point dogs, and total 227.5 here. We're on a slow, rocky night. Excuse me, guys. We will pick this up here. Injury report for the Raptors. Shed, battle, game time decision. RJ Barrett still listed as out. See what's up with him. They're saying a December 18th return. Yeah, he'll be out for a while still. And then for the Knicks here, Daddier, McBride, Karl Anthony Towns is a game time decision. Shamet. Those three, they're out. The three that I named. And then Anthony Towns, yes, game time decision. What's up with Karl Anthony Towns here? Just calf listed as questionable Tuesday against the Raptors. This one here, I do like some props in this one. I think this one can also get up and down over the total. Am I rushing to the window to lay anything here with the Knicks, especially on the road, getting that Canadian treatment held up at the border? We know we've made plenty of jokes about that here. I don't know. Tough game for me to want to back because I do like the Knicks, but I'm not rushing to lay 4.5 points. I do like this prop, and it's on the Raptors side. This is a Sandro Mamukelashvili over 1.5 threes, shooting 38% from three. Yeah, go check the most recent performances. Not the greatest, 1-3-0-0, and then I think 3. But I think he'll get the opportunities here in this one. 2 threes, you should get major plus money on that with Sandro Mamukelashvili. I can't say it now. I was saying it earlier. Mamukelashvili. And I've watched this guy since, he was on the Spurs, man. Check this cat out. Make some plus money on him. On to the next game here. We're moving on to this college slate that we have. And I'm only going to break down a couple of these things. A lot bigger slate than we had here on Monday. Was going to try to recap. I know I gave out Charleston Southern. That was a blowout winner. Southern there shouldn't have. I was telling you guys I liked it at 20 if we could have got 28. And 28 probably would have covered. Yes, 28 would have covered. And, of course, we get 22. Yes. And it didn't matter what you had with Kansas State. You could have laid it. Just a quick little recap what I, broke down on yesterday's show. It wasn't too bad free pick wise. Just I lost there with the Eagles. But anyways, let's get on to this college basketball here. Villanova and Michigan. We got Michigan, the 16.5-point favorites. And, 8-0. I did not see this coming preseason, let me say. A lot of people might have, but I don't know. I have to always see it when it comes to Michigan. Just look at some of these recent performances here. A 101-60 blowout versus Rutgers. 101-61, almost a similar score here to Gonzaga. And then they beat Auburn by 30. San Diego State by 40. And some of these are some powerhouse teams here. And, Middle Tennessee State handled business. A TCU team who's sneaky, who beat these Florida Gators. They beat outright. I mean, this is an 8-0 team that's kind of already battle-tested. Second game of the year, overtime to Wake Forest. But again, these most recent performances have been 30-plus point blowouts. Believe me, I was trying to get on the Villanova side. I felt like there was tons of value on their side. I can't get there with the roster. I'm not a believer in the size that they have. About 3 forwards, 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", is not going to be able to compete with what Michigan has. I think it's a Bryce Lindsey prop fest for the Villanova side, but they struggle to keep it really. It might dance around that spread around a 15, 20-point game the whole way, and we'll see how it goes the last 2-3 minutes. That's why I'm not rushing the window to lay it still. I know Michigan has been blowing teams out, but I do think it's Michigan or pass. Michigan minus 16.5, that would be the pick. And then just a prop, if you do want to try to find something with Villanova, I think Bryce Lindsey will have himself a day. He's going to have to, or they might lose by 40. So Michigan minus 16.5 there, but the Bryce Lindsey prop on the Villanova side. All right, we got Clemson, BYU here. Another big-time showdown. Again, giving you these marquee matchups. Clemson, the 8-point dog here. Obviously going up against the highly touted BYU squad. The DeBanzas, Saunders of the world. This is a highly touted matchup. That's another one that's fun to watch. Look at the shooting percentage of this BYU team, 37.5%, almost 80% from the free throw line. Then you look at a Clemson here, and the Clemson Tigers here shooting 33% from three and 75% from the free throw line. It's not bad, but I just can't get there as far as it's the 3-point shooting that I think Clemson's going to struggle to keep up with BYU. And I do think nobody can essentially guard Debanza. Is it going to be this Nick Davidson kid from the Nevada transfer? I don't know. He is 6'10", 225. Size for size, he probably matches that with him. For skill, no way. Debanza is the real deal. I do like an over in this game still because I think BYU gets up and makes Clemson just go helter-skelter to just keep up. Plenty of threes will be shot in this one. What was it? I saw this, the average threes per game, I believe it was 238. It was 238 threes. That's what I saw there. And then you look at BYU, the amount of threes that they've shot, 198. So Clemson, one more game than them. Don't get me wrong, but they're going to shoot some threes as well. So that's what I'm saying. Give me the over 152.5. I think Clemson has to make their threes just to not get embarrassed. I do think Debanza, again, a mismatch for anybody. Try to find a 25-plus point prop for him. I do think this game's fast. We could play it square here in this one. And then another easy one. Not going to overthink here when it comes to West Virginia and Little Rock. Man, Little Rock just got beat by almost 40, if not 40 points there the other night against UCA. Not in any way, shape, or form trying to touch them right now. Just a lack of ability to score even 60 points on some occasions here. Let me go through some of their most recent scores. And 1 second here. If I can find them. 1 second. Little Rock. You know why? I have the wrong thing pulled up, boys. That's why. And ladies and gentlemen, it's West Virginia, Little Rock, 24-point favorites. Again, West Virginia. You look here, Little Rock, last recent couple performances against the UCA. That's the game I was trying to talk about. Central Arkansas, 85-47, blown out. Hung a little bit better with Arkansas State, who probably has actually the better talent. But that was at home. Again, Little Rock here up against the West Virginia, 2-7. Their marquee win, and one of them was against an Arkansas Baptist, which is a D2 school. Another one, Ball State, who, not essentially any world beaters. I can't get there with a Little Rock. And then you look at West Virginia, who, haven't been that great as well, brought a bunch of talent in with Eagle staff, etc. And again, not a game I'm rushing win or the bet. And the line's already moved up on this thing to 26. But again, I think it's another situation where I'm just looking favored or passing. I just can't get there with Little Rock, lack of offense being scored. The thing is, it's a slow-paced game. Very well could be a 76-50 type game. So that's how I feel about that West Virginia and Little Rock game. We got Illinois, Ohio State in this one. Should be a fun one here. Again, Ivisic, all this talent on the Illinois squad, and Ohio State as well. This kid Thornton is I was looking some of his props. Plenty of points will be scored in this one for sure. We know both teams want to run, averaging almost 88 points per game each team. And what else here? The Ohio State game against IU Indy. I get it. It's IU Indy who plays no defense, but that thing was almost 220 points. Yes, Ohio State will run. The bigs, even though you feel like bigs will slow down the pace, they'll get up and run, and they'll get up and shoot the three when needed. They'll get the rebounds and throw the outlet passes to start a fast break. I like the over 157. I'm not going to overthink these games, man. I got burned the other day on 2 overs. I'm not mad to go right back to it. Believe me, I try to find unders. This next game might be an under. Florida, UConn. These two teams are not scared to slow the pace down, play a bit through their bigs. The big question mark for UConn is if Terrace Reed will play, 15 points, 10 boards a game, basically, this kid. Big 6'11" presence in this UConn front court. Lets Karaban not have to do all the dirty work, really. Karaban gets to play really that natural position for him, which is the 4, stretch the floor and shoot the 3, and also penetrate, drive. He's pretty solid all around player. Karaban, obviously, you got Solo Ball, a lot of experience on this UConn team who are rematching a Florida team that eliminated them last year in the NCAA tournament. I think Florida can get the 38 points from a Will Richard and Walter Clayton in last year's game. That's what those two produced. And if we could get Boogie Flan to get 20 points and we get a good 10 points out of Xavier and Lee, we got the other kid Closar here. If 5 to 7 points, that basically makes that production up a little bit from that backcourt. And then I like the bigs. We still have a Condon. We still have a Thomas Hall. Plenty of pieces still to match up with UConn. Again, I've been trying to pick my spots when to bet on Florida, and I've been a little bit getting my butt kicked, if I'm being quite frank, here with Florida. But I think I'm right here on this one. I know this one in Madison Square Garden, again, near UConn's home. But I think Florida gets up for this one. They've been playing up to competition and kind of down. If you look at the most recent games, that TCU tournament comes to mind. That was the first game of a 2-game tournament there. I thought they played down to an FSU who they just simply thought they'd beat the drums off of as 18-point favorites. They played that one to only 2. But then look how they played against Duke. It's they play tough against Arizona. I can keep going on and on about this Florida team. I think I have the right read on him here. My pick here is Florida +5. And prop here, Thomas Hall over 1.5 threes. Again, 31% from 3, Thomas Hall. A lot better I'm expecting from him, some positive regression. He's going to get the opportunities and looks, especially here in this game. 18 points per game, leading the Gators here in scoring. Thomas Hall over 1.5 threes. And yes, +5 here. Florida hangs around, makes it tough, much like that Duke game. We got Lightning and Canadians here in hockey. We're about to get in some of this ice action here. Before we do, let's check out some of the comments here. Anybody in here? We got DeAndre. What's up? Moneybags. Let's get it. Vegas cleaned up. Yes, Vegas has cleaned up this weekend. Emptied my pockets out, but it's no effect on me. I'll be right back at it. That's the way this thing goes, ebbs and flows. I'm going to go back. I'm about to get right on a massive heater. That's how I feel. We got Kel Dog in the chat. Thank you for saying Illinois correctly. I hate Illinois, right? I've said Illinois before. Don't get me saying that. Illinois. Say it 3 times. I do not want to get on that bad habit. But yes, good to see Kel Dog in here. Hope she's still in that Survivor. All right, we got Lightning, Canadians back in this hockey action here. Canadians 50-50 hockey at best this year. Lightning dealing with some injuries, a little banged up, scraped up. We were, last night giving out Maple Leafs there. Really the props was what we were wanting to get on there. Couldn't trust Maple Leafs either, if I'm being honest. But again, telltale sign, I think, Lightning here on a back-to-back spot. Little Canadian road trip here. I don't think they're having the greatest time up there north of the border. I do like this prop in this game here. Nick Suzuki, anytime goal, +190. More than likely, we'll probably get a play in on this game. I just have to wait on some more confirmation with goalies, etc. I like that one, though, in the beginning. Check the description here on the channel, on this video, the description box, and click the link. Check out the website. Check out everything we got. More content for you guys there as well. All right, we got Sharks and Flyers. Like and subscribe as well. Like and subscribe. Show some love. Comment down there as well. We got Sharks, Flyers here. Sharks, this hot, young, up-and-coming team. Not scared to bet them. Have been making some plus money on them. The Celebrinis of the world, prop-wise, etc. But the thing is, how have they been playing recently? The 4-1 win against Hurricanes, is this a letdown? Because look, right before that, 7-1 to the Capitals, 4-1 to the Stars. Okay, now then it's just been with these Sharks. And, on the road, I would like them a lot better at home. I can make a case. Flyers are playing some pretty good hockey. I know they're getting great goalkeeping. What hung in there with the Avalanche, beat the Sabres. Man, the Sabres let me down. Tonight, but I'm not going to get into that. 5-1 to the Penguins. I actually think I was on the Flyers in that one as well. Again, tough game, but I think the Flyers is the correct side, believing the pricing here in this one. And try to go a little -1 here at -120 in this one, I think is the way. Sharks are super profitable on the puck line here, especially the +1.5. It's almost public knowledge at this point. We're going to try to find the opposite side of that. Go Flyers -1 here, -120. Again, this one goes into overtime. They win. We get a push. No big deal. Or, they don't get the empty netter at the end or don't win by 2. We push. It's fine. But I think at the end of the day, I think they can win by 2 in this one. If you look how they've been winning, it's either by margin. This is at least the last 5 games, by margin or losing by margin. So, yeah, I'll take the -1 here with the Flyers. We got Senators. We got the Senators playing the Senators. Whole bunch of Senators. Senators. I got the Senators. Who do you guys think's winning this one? I think the Senators are winning this one. All right, guys. We got Ducks here as the +115 underdog against the Senators. Typos galore. And when it comes to this one, again, I'm not going to say right because it's just a recent, little luck spell on my take on how the Devils have been playing without Jack Hughes. Okay, cool. It's great. I'm still cold as all hell right now. But that's the one thing I have been right about is the Devils not playing correctly without Jack Hughes. And he's not supposed to be back until I'm expecting the new year from what I saw last. Or is he back now? Because when I look at the injury report, get out of here. Let me double check this. Yeah, from what I remember, he was because he hasn't played since, again, still November 12th. And if you look at how they've played since November 12th, just look at this. 0-1, 0-2, 0-3, 0-4. Okay. 0-5, 1-5, 2-5, 3-5. Okay. 3-6, 3-7, 3-8, 4-8. They're 5-8. Then that's, a couple of close one, score games there, a shootout and an overtime win there. 5-8, 4-8, pretty much. Last 12 games without Jack Hughes makes me not want to back these Devils. So I'm on the Senators there in that one. I do think it's low scoring. Been trying to hunt on the Senators, and boy, like it came through last time. I said Blues under 2.5 goals. If anybody remembers that prop that I gave out, and of course they win 2-1 Blues. So, I think the Senators are due. Just look at how the last couple games, Rangers, Blues, I think they get this little 2 games streak that they've been losing. They break it here. And some goalkeeping they get like last time out, a little bit of offense, hopefully to back it. All right, here. On to the Ducks and the Penguins. This one almost was an auto play. If you guys know me by now, you guys might know who I'm already on this one. I can't pass up a little bit of plus money with the Ducks, who have just been a cash cow for me. I get it. They got blown out the other night against the Mammoth. That was ugly. But it was because the night recently or before that, I was on them against the Blues. They paid me out. And then, I got my head kicked in against the Mammoth. I was scared to bet on them there against the Capitals in that game. They pull it out. And then 7-1 against the Blackhawks, another young up-and-coming team. I think the Ducks, again, they've been a cash cow. I'm not scared to touch them here, plus money. The goalkeeping has been there. Look at these two goalkeepers, or, Dostal with a 90% save percentage. There's about, really, it's really been Dostal, honestly. These other three guys aren't the greatest, but what's up with Dostal here? He's on the IR for the last, 8 days. So that's been why they've had these crazy spells of 7 goals given up like that to the Mammoth. And, there was games other than that. They've had to have some of these games have been shootouts here. Just the Blackhawks game that they lost, etc. They've had some shootouts. I do like the Ducks. I do like the over. It's a high total for a reason. Again, plenty of offense. The Dostal situation, plus 105 with the Ducks. We got some comments here before we get into this VGK game. Let's check it out. Vegas cleaned up. Kel Briggs. Kel Briggs. Kel Dog. Everyone show our Al appreciation for this time. For his time. This is something new he started doing in his own, or at least I just started seeing them. Absolutely, man. Brand new. Thank you for checking it out, Sonny. Hope to see you in here more often. Welcome to the Look Ahead Show, guys. 9 p.m. on the West Coast, 12 p.m. midnight. Had a great day Sunday. Hit 9 out of 10, 8 out of 9. I hit not only covered the spread, but covered by 15 points over the spread. That will never happen again. Hey, no, we have those days. It will happen again. Don't worry. It will happen again. Just feeling good. Feeling good. Thanks for the show, Al. Damn good to get your thoughts as early as possible on the card. Shout out to Trevor of All Trades. Absolutely, man. I like the name as well. Shout out Trevor of All Trades. Trying to give you guys my thoughts. I'm not always going to be right, man. I'm not a superhuman. If I was always right, I'd be in a mansion one day. But here, VGK, Islanders. We got over 6 in this game at the end of the day. With the way the Islanders have been playing, trying to get this out to you guys quick. We had a little bit of a spell there. The way the Islanders have been playing, the upset with the Avalanche, that was a little bit of a scrappy game. But again, they eked out all those goals as well in that game. I could think the goalkeeping of VGK as well in this one. Just all year long, it's going to sketch me out. Not a big fan of it. Any of these guys. It's sketch, especially with Schmid. That's all I got to say about the goalkeeping with the Golden Knights. And I've been to a couple games, and all of them have actually been over. That's all I have to say. 3-2 win there against the Rangers. The last 2 actually would have been unders, but we had a little 4-3 exact score spell there with the Golden Knights. Would not surprise me to see that here in this one. I like the over, bottom line. Not going to overthink that. Blue Jackets, Hurricanes in this one. Hurricanes minus 220. We got the over-under at 6.5 here. I actually think Hurricanes are a little fraudulent. I'm not liking the amount of goal scorers that, they have. Like when I was looking at the roster preseason, I was like, I always like to see how many teams have guys at multiple 30-goal scorers, the guys that have scored 30 goals in a season, right? And I was looking, and it's like 2 or 3 when I was looking at the Hurricanes. Obviously, you have a Jarvis, you have a Aho, Shnevenkov as well. Pretty 3 solid goal scorers. There's more. Don't get me wrong, because a Blake, this kid I was trying to give out for a prop here, Jackson Blake, 8 goals, 10 assists on the year is not bad. There's some pieces on this Hurricanes team. I'm not in love with laying minus 220. I think it's overpriced still against a scrappy Blue Jackets team that, yes, they can cash out some dog money for sure. I mean, they were in that Panthers game. I think I even was giving that out for you guys. We gave out a couple of dogs on that day. I think both of them. It was Rangers and Blue Jackets, if I'm not mistaken. And okay, yeah, they both lost. That was part of this rough weekend. Again, Vegas cleaned up, but they were in that game. Lost 2-0 to the Capitals in Washington. Who's to say they don't play in this game like all on out? But I still do like a prop from the Carolina side. Seth Jarvis, plus 135, leading the team in goals and whatnot. One of the main options on the Hurricanes. I'm not in love with this Hurricanes team. I'm sorry. Anyways, Stars, Jets. Jets, plus 115 here. Let's see. Injury report with them. There was some stuff I was seeing here. No, yeah, same old. Goalkeeper, obviously, and then Stars, yeah, nothing too crazy. The Stars, though, have just been, 1, 2, 3, and then almost won there against the Rangers. They've been playing some competitive hockey. A really good team, obviously, with Ottinger in goal here. Two axial goalies here with DeSmith as well with a 92 save percentage and then a 909 save percentage out of Ottinger. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a Stars lover. I'm not going to lie. They've been paying me out a little bit, so I don't mind it, especially at a price like this at minus 135. Yeah, I'll just square that one up with the Stars. On to the next one. We got Bruins and the Blues. Blues here have just been auto fade. I remember running to the window when we saw the plus money price here last time with the Bruins, and this one's almost auto bet as well. Bruins plus 130. Not even needing to really overthink it. That's how simple it is sometimes, guys. Sabres, Oilers. This one here, it's like almost the same situation as the Hurricanes. These are playoff teams, great hockey teams. So when I say they're overrated, they're not. They're just, overvalued. It's like a Dodgers in baseball. You're having to pay the minus 220 juice almost night in, night out with some of these teams. And Oilers have not actually. Some of these lines have been a little close because the Oilers haven't been playing the greatest of hockey. But against a Sabres team who, goodness, man, they couldn't even get it done for us here against the Flames. And they've lost 2 now to the Flames recently. Flames are playing better hockey, don't get me wrong, but Sabres are one of the bottom dwellers in the NHL, so I get the price. So for that reason and for that reason alone, Oilers -1 at minus 145. It's a little juicy, I know. Puck line it. Absolutely nothing wrong with going -1.5. I'm just giving you some guys some options if you guys are no. You puck line this. You puck line this, guys. I was having to run through these and give you guys. You puck line this. You puck line that. All right. Avalanche and Predators here. Final hockey game of the day. We'll break down. I did give you guys another -1 here in this one. Just giving you options. You can -1.5 it, obviously. But I like the dog in this one. Who's to say the Avalanche don't go down here and go on a little spell? It's super plus money. I get it. The Predators are not the greatest of teams. There's a couple players I like prop-wise. I like this prop here, though. Philip Forsberg, anytime goal, plus 200. And you see the -1 at plus 340 here with the Predators. Check out what the -1.5 would be. You're like, what? Why are you being so greedy? It's a plus 185 dog. That's all I'm saying. Well, take a shot. Why not? I think the Avalanche, they're not going to just simply win every game. I know they just got caught. Who's to say they don't get caught again? I was actually looking too, scheduling-wise. One second. Yeah, that's what it was. Is that they played the defending champs up next at home on Thursday night. They played the Panthers. Obviously, the Panthers don't have that. To me, they don't have that lore like they've had in recent, years. I get it back-to-back and everything, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it here with the Panthers, and I'm getting on a separate tangent, guys. My ADHD happens live on air sometimes. Avalanche, Predators we're talking about. And I'm saying here that Avalanche have the look ahead to the Panthers on Thursday night. I don't think they care too much about playing the Predators. That's why we're on this -1 here at plus 340. Why not? End of the show. Parlay. There it is. Predators plus 185. We love those Bruins against the Blues. We'll go right back to it. And then just don't overthink Michigan. Just lay it. Lay it or pass. Might be a two-teamer with little third leg extender if you want. You don't have to lay Michigan if you don't want. Don't be a fool laying points. But that's what I would do if I had to touch that game. So there you have it. That's the Look Ahead show. Check out some of the comments here before we get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We got a Daniel dude up in here. What's up, little brother? Little brother, huh? Little brother. It's my real name. It's my real brother's name, too. So he has a brother named Alessandro, I'm guessing. Or is your brother's name Vegas, Al? No, I think it's Alessandro. If that's the case, he has a pretty cool name. All right. He is Auto Fade. I believe Auto Fade is those Sabres. There's a couple other teams on Auto Fade right now. Don't get me. No juice then. My man Daniel, love to have you in here. Let me know, like when you're commenting, let me know some more details so I can get back to you. You feel me? What's the road record? Look over game. Yep, I have that too. Good job. Take the bet. This guy's having a little fun. Why not? All right, so there you have it. We have a new couple people in the chat here. Daniel's in the chat. Again, Trevor was in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sunny in the chat here. Absolutely. What's up, Kel Dog? Still at it, doing her thing. Illinois. Yes, Vegas cleaned up, unfortunately, this weekend, guys. Hey, we're going to see the volume shrink a little bit. 2 to 3 plays, 1 play for the next month, really, going into the new year. Discipline. I can pick and choose, man. I don't want to be a little cocky because I'm on a cold spell because the volume has been crazy. Crazy. Okay, that's fine. 1 or 2 plays, give you guys those winners. Bottom line. That's how I'm looking at it. So, yeah, man. Tune into this live Look Ahead show. Again, 9 p.m. on the West Coast, 12 p.m. on the East Coast. And also like and subscribe. Get the most of this content here. Subscribe and get those updates. Let you know whenever we have a video dropped and posted. Of course, check out the link in the description and check out what we have on the site. We have plenty of promotions. 2-for-1 capper promotion going on right now. Use the Tony T discount code at checkout, get 15% off, of course. And guys, let's make tomorrow a winning day. Again, the volume, we'll have 1 or 2 plays in tomorrow. Check those out before we get out of here. Get on out with the 49er, man. Oh, those Niners. All right, guys, I'll get out of here. Peace.